Hi everyone, welcome back. My name is Stephanie. When I posted my video, my AI animated avatar video on Friday, I had a lot of people asking me what tools I used, how I created it. So I decided to do a tutorial explaining how I created the AI animated avatar you see on the screen here. Mind you, you don't need to create an AI avatar chopping vegetables. I decided to create that as part of a project I was working on. AI avatars are useful in so many scenarios. So you could use an AI avatar for training videos. If you're a business owner and you want to train your staff, for instance, and you want to create highly engaging training videos, you could use an AI avatar for that. If you own a business again and you want to offer customer service support in some engaging way, you could use an AI avatar for that. So there are so many use cases where AI avatars are relevant. If you're creating an animated kid story or animated kid cartoon, you could use an AI avatar. If you want to create like a music video, you could use an AI avatar. So AI avatars can be used across different use cases, across different industries, different companies. And the best part is that it's not as difficult to create your own AI avatar. Of course, for this particular tutorial, I'm going to make it as simple as possible for you so that you can also have enough information to run with to create your own AI avatar. For this tutorial, I'm going to be using two main tools. So the main tool I'll be using is Google AI Studio. If you've been following the news this week, then you know that there was a lot of exciting announcements by Google this week regarding AI, and most of these changes also hits Google AI Studio. So there's a lot of fantastic things you can do in Google AI Studio now. And then the other tool I'll be using would be Zine.ai. I'm going to leave the links to all these tools in the comment section or in the caption itself so that you can try them out for yourself and then let me know what you think about it. So let's get started. So first things first, you need to decide on the concept you're going for. In my case, I decided to go with like a lady in braids who is chopping vegetables. It could be different. So you just have to go through like the whole ideation session to sort of understand what sort of AI avatar you want to build, what the concept of the video is, and then you can start building. So let's get started. So I'm going to be sharing my screen on here. So first things first, I'm going to go into Google AI Studio. And when you come into Google AI Studio, what you're looking for is you could either use the Gemini image generation functionality, or you can use like Image Gen 3 as well. I like to go with this one just because I'm able to sort of choose the aspect ratio. So I like to go with this one. Because I'm going to be posting this tutorial on LinkedIn, I could probably go for 9:16 aspect ratio, or I could go for 16:9 or 4:3. Really depends on the platform you are posting this on. And so I'm going with the 16:9 aspect ratio. And I'm going to be using this exact prompt. Generate an image of a 3D animated beautiful African American female avatar with braids in a ponytail, dressed in a beautiful dress, and has an apron on, standing in the kitchen, holding one knife. You need to be very specific in your prompts. Otherwise, with AI, it's probably going to go on and do its own thing. So yeah, and then I'm going to click on run. Let's see what we get. Okay, this looks pretty neat. If I wanted to have, let's say, two images, I'm probably going to click on this one and select two. And if I run it, you'd see that I would have two different images. So now that we have our images ready, the good thing is that you could also save it to Google Drive. Okay, so you can export it to Google Drive or you can save it on your computer. I like to save it to Google Drive. That way I can have access to it wherever. When I have it on my computer, then it means that it's just local to my computer and I have to carry my computer everywhere I go. But once it's on the cloud, it's just easy to access it anytime. Okay, so now that we have our images generated, at this point, all you have to do is just select one. Yeah, I'm probably going to go with haircut and the carrots. And then I come back into generate media. And this time around, I'm going to be using Vue. So I'm going to be using the Vue 2 image to video generator tool. The first time I used Google AI Studio, it didn't give you the ability to sort of like upload your images. So I think this is actually a huge plus, because as someone who uses a lot of AI tools, it definitely makes it a lot more easier if you're trying to like do a lot of like animated stories or animated videos and you don't want to use multiple tools. Okay, so this is pretty neat. So I'm gonna click on this icon in here and I'm gonna upload the images I just downloaded. Once you are using Google AI Studio, it's gonna allow you to create you're gonna have a Google AI Studio folder on your Google Drive, so you'll be able to just use that. And so I'm going to select one of these images and I'm going to click on insert. And my next prompt is going to be about she sort of like cutting the vegetables and chopping them. So this is the exact prompt I'm going to be using. But as you can see, my prompt is really saying that she's chopping colorful vegetables like carrots, bell peppers, zucchini on a wooden chopping board with a sharp kitchen knife. And I'm going to click on run. Let's see what we get. Again, you can also choose the aspect ratio. You could choose the video duration. You could also choose the frame rate. If you have any negative prompts, so for instance, you don't want the image to be blurry, you don't want it to be shaky, like you could add all those things in the negative prompt. I didn't add any negative prompts just because I'm doing a tutorial, but you can also do that as well. Okay, so as you can see, our video has been generated for us. I'm gonna play this so that we see what the output looks like. Okay, so this is pretty neat. Now the next part of our tutorial has to do with where we apply the lip sync. Google allows you to generate voices. It allows you to generate your own audio and stuff like that. So if I should come back again and generate media, you'd see that there's the ability to sort of like generate speech and all that. But this does not really fulfill the need we need, which has to do with lip sync. So to do the lip sync, we're going to be using a different tool, and that tool is Design AI. I'm going to leave the link to all these in the comment section below, like I mentioned, so that you can go check them out. Yeah, so in Design AI, I'm going to click on the lip sync, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to upload a face for the video, and I'm going to select the video in the video I just generated. And I'm just going to pick a voice here. So I'm probably going to go with Hope, and I'm going to say, yeah. And then you could also add the dialogue. So for the dialogue, you could either use a text to speech. If you already have your own audio, you could use that. I'm gonna go into ChatGPT and just generate like a dummy speech. And in ChatGPT, I'm probably gonna use just a simple prompt to generate a voice over script. And I'm gonna say, since our video is about, let's say, 8 seconds long, I'm just gonna say maybe a 10-second voiceover script. Okay, and then I'm gonna click on enter. So once I get a 10 seconds voiceover script, I'm just gonna copy it, and then I'm gonna go back into Design and enter the voiceover in here, and I'm gonna click on generate and play audio.
Hi everyone, today I'm showing you the fastest, safest way to chop vegetables like a pro. Grab your cutting board and knife. Let's get slicing.
Okay, so this is the output of the audio. All I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click on generate at this point. It will take us about 5 to 10 minutes to have our lip sync generated. And that will be it. So let's see what we get as an output. Okay, so our lip sync is ready. So let's try it out. Let me play the lip sync so that you have a feel of what we just created. So I'm just gonna click on play, and then you have an idea.
Hey everyone, today I'm showing you the fastest, safest way to chop vegetables like a pro. Grab your cutting board and knife. Let's get slicing.
I know it was a quick tutorial, but I hope you found it helpful. If you did find this tutorial helpful, then I would encourage you to give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments, repost to your network, all the good stuff. But for now, I've done other video tutorials and you'd find them on my page. So if these are things you're interested in, I encourage you to check those tutorials out as well. Okay, so that is it for today's tutorial. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.